Hello. Today I'm going to do a presentation about proofreading because this is a study skill that students, in fact everybody, really needs when they're trying to write anything. And us tutors, we often ask you to proofread your work, but if you don't know how to, then that can prove a bit challenging. So this presentation's got a few tips in it about how to proofread well. I'm going to share a PowerPoint. And there you go. In front of you, you should be able to see now a screen that you may have seen before. I think I probably nicked it myself. Anyway, I certainly first saw this on Facebook. You may have seen the same sort of thing. So give yourselves a couple of minutes or even a minute just to see whether you can read this or not. Aren't our minds incredible that we can actually make sense of all of this? Though, of course, that's the problem as well, because our minds can make sense of what you're seeing in front of you. And we can look at all of these words and we can unscramble them in our brains. But, of course, when we write like that, it's a real problem. So I'm just going to flash through a few slides here and see how you do on finding the errors. So you're looking for errors in the following photographs. How embarrassing to have that on your van. I'm surprised they don't say quality is our message. And not great to have that on your cafe either. That's at least this is a temporary one that you wouldn't actually have to put up with for too long. And there's one which we see quite a lot. Did you spot the apostrophe? Apostrophes are everybody's nightmare. I might do another little presentation in a bit about apostrophes. I quite enjoy it. I've got a very cute one I like a lot. Oh, this one's fun. This one's fun because, yeah, it's unlikely they're going to really offer you a free wife. So here's a tip. And this is probably the thing that I say the most, is that if you read the text aloud in your head, so aloud in your head means that you really have to pause and say it aloud, slowly pausing to make corrections when anything sounds not right. Then, or you could ask someone else to read it aloud to you. So listen as another person reads aloud, stopping him or her in order to jot down corrections as you need. You could even use the computer to read to you. You could also use a Kindle or any other these amazing apps that we now have to do this for you. Here's another tip. So read each sentence backwards, looking at each word in isolation to catch spelling errors. This is in order to avoid being able to absorb characters and scramble them up, like as we saw in the very first slide I showed you. Scan for question words: who, what, where, when, how. Then what do you need at the end of that sentence? You're going to need to have a question mark. So that's often missed. In fact, can I just say you do need to check for question marks anyway, and full stops. One of my pet peeves is when I see a sentence without a full stop at the end of a paragraph. Oh, look, there we go. There it is. Full stops. Are they missing? You can also, here's another tip. I don't know why it's going in and out. I really don't. But here, use a larger typeface or change the font. That's so you are looking at it with fresh eyes. And then another secret is to print it out and read it off the paper. So here are some things that you need to look out for. Homonyms. So there, and they, there. They are. To, and to, and which, which. Really important to learn those. You have to learn them. There's no other way for it. So just write down there, and they are frequently, and you will get there in the end. There's no other way to do that other than to learn it. And autocorrection, that's much trickier. I do recommend using a word processing dictionary. However, you have to check what it's done, and when you allow it to correct as you're going along, you are in danger of it picking up something which you really don't want it to do. And here's one that we've seen often, which is causal switch to casual and persuasive switch to persuasive. See, I got it myself. Switch to pervasive. That's part of an exercise which I'm not going to get you to do. So there you go. That's it. And I hope that you find it useful. Those are the tips. You can rewatch those as often as you like. And good luck. And hopefully next time you come to proofread, you'll have some ideas about what to do in order to improve your writing. Good luck. Bye-bye.